2012 is the year of the farmer, and what an exciting time to be involved in Australian agriculture. The agricultural industry today is very dynamic and creates some significant opportunities and challenges for all segments of the ag industry. Technology has improved yields across the globe, but worldwide demand for food continues to increase. But can we keep up with the supply? We've all heard in the next 50 years that world population will pass 9 billion people. Agricultural outputs must double to provide the necessary food, fibre and fuel to meet the growing, more affluent world population. The population growth, put another way, means agriculture will need to produce more food in the future than is produced over the last 100 years. It will require doubling our food production output with basically the same amount of land, water and inputs. In Australia, we have approximately 40,000 broadacre farmers producing between 35 to 40 million tonnes of winter crop. Interesting that 35% of these farmers are producing about 80% of the crop. To double ag output by 2050 will require total ag productivity to grow at an annual average rate of around 1.75%. Over the last 7 years, worldwide agricultural productivity has only increased by about 1.4% per annum. Despite our innovation, Australia has seen similar results over the last 10 years due to the variation in the climatic conditions. So the future for us is technology. If we look at the key drivers in agriculture as we see it today, we spoke about the demand for food. If we look at the global markets, we live in a volatile market, and this can be seen by today's commodity prices to where we were 12 months ago. And on top of that, the climatic conditions we've seen over the last 2 years. The deregulation of the AWB has changed the broadacre farming operation with increased focus on marketing of their product. And as a result of this, we've seen increased on-farm storage over the last 5 years as farmers chase that extra dollar. If we look at farm size and growth, there are various reports that indicate the average age of a broadacre farmer is now between 55 and 60 years of age. This raises concerns that younger Australians are not entering the farming at a high enough rate to replace the older farmers as they meet their natural retirement age. There is no question that farms are getting larger and the number of farmers is reducing as they require more scale to make their operation more profitable. Corporates are also investing heavily in agriculture, putting increased pressure on capacity, productivity and documentation up and down the value chain. If we look at environmental sustainability, there is an increased demand from suppliers and consumers around the traceability from product to plate. Supermarkets and suppliers are heavily involved in auditing the growers' information, putting increased administration requirements on the farmer. And to date, the majority of this documentation has been manual. The reduction of skilled labour. Reduction of younger farmers entering farming is placing increased pressure on skilled labour. Farmers' children are generally highly educated and the majority of them not returning to the farm. Australian farmers are also competing against the mining industry for farm hands and technicians, but we're unable to pay the same amount in wages, which leaves us with precision ag. Australian farmers do not have access to the same subsidies like some of the other countries, making them more innovative with applications like controlled traffic and inter-row seeding. Looking longer term, technology, both in terms of genetics, the ability to produce biofuels, and the capabilities to increase productivity, will continue to drive increased output. In the end, the ability for growers to continually maintain or to grow their levels of productivity and profitability will be challenged by demands to increase production, manage costs, and compete on a global basis with a finite level of natural resources. So we look at the evolution of agriculture. Technology has evolved over time, with one of the key changes coming in the early 1900s with the introduction of the tractor. This was the start of mechanisation and has continued into the harvesting equipment and spraying equipment that we see today. 100 years later, GPS and onboard computers have been incorporated into farm tractors. And with this evolution has come many new insights and in most cases created more questions than provided answers. GPS technology has given us the ability to operate farm equipment hands-free to a 2 centimetre accuracy, reducing input costs, increasing yields with less skilled operators. Today, we're in the middle box. We have a lot of data, and we're in the process of turning that data into information to improve the farming operation. We focus on growth of GPS technology over the last 10 years. This technology has provided us with three main pillars: guidance, precision farming, and telematics. We spoke earlier about automated guidance and the ability to reduce overlap, reduce input costs, and improve operator performance. But this technology has also enabled a number of key features, like automated implement steering, where we can now steer a tractor and an implement to within 2 centimetre accuracy. We have section control. We have the ability to automatically turn off part of a seeder or part of a sprayer to reduce overlap. And automated operatorless headland turns, where the tractor will change down gears, turn off the PDO, raise the implement, and make headland turns without the assistance of an operator. Precision farming is the second pillar of GPS technology. Precision farming allows the farmer to record planting and seeding data and overlay this with harvest and yield data to create a variable rate seeding or fertiliser prescription for the following year based on yields, climatic conditions, and soil type. Some of that data that was recorded includes application and seeding rates, crop type and variety, weather conditions, and soil types. Over the last 15 years, GPS technology has enabled a number of machine control and site-specific documentation that has quickly been adopted by farmers looking to increase productivity and efficiency throughout their growing cycle. Another example of GPS technology is controlled traffic farming, where the farmer drives all of the equipment over the dedicated wheel tracks year after year. When operating a CTF system, approximately 15% of the field is affected by compaction, compared to between 60 and 85% without a CTF solution. So this is resulting in significant yield improvements for the farmer. The continuing group estimate over 1 million hectares is now under some type of controlled traffic farming, saving approximately $20 per hectare in input costs and improving yields by up to 1 tonne per hectare. So the next wave of opportunity is being able to leverage two-way communication in the form of telematics to introduce a whole new set of applications. These applications provide additional opportunities to increase machine and operator productivity, manage the farm logistics, simplify the decision-making, and make the data easier to access and understand. With the telematics infrastructure in place, a number of key applications will be enabled that will address many of the key challenges our customers are facing today. This will result in unmatched 24/7 customer support for customers and align with industry and enable seamless data flow up and down the value chain. This technology is heavily dependent on inexpensive and available mobile wireless network, but this is also our biggest challenge. We all know the capabilities of our current cellular coverage in rural Australia, but as this improves, so will the adoption of this technology. So what are the benefits for our customers and his ability to optimise farming optimisation? There are a number of functions that telematics enable, being machine optimisation, logistics optimisation, and ag decision support. If we look at machine optimisation, it gives us the ability to monitor the machine health and provides the ability for remote machine optimisation. It gives us the ability for remote control of machine and implements based on real-time and historical data, and remote programming and changing settings of engines and implements based on telematics data. Logistics optimisation, being able to manage logistics and machinery from remote locations through fleet management solutions and increased machine communications. And ag decision support, so user-friendly monitors, sensors and mobile networks to provide easy access to machinery and agronomic data essential to make proactive management decisions for your operation. The key point we're trying to make here is the ability to control and manage operations from remote applications, rather than having to be sitting in the tractor on the farm. Some of our customers are already starting to experience the benefits of knowing real-time information about their operation, including alerts to cell phones, computers, when issues arise, helping to reduce downtime. John Deere will soon be introducing additional logistics capabilities that help to optimise the harvesting operation in traditional row crop and broadacre applications, and again provide farmers with the ability to manage costs, complete the logistics operation at seeding and harvest from remote locations. In addition, applications for large farming operations are in development that also leverage the logistics capabilities of ag service providers. So with the telematics infrastructure in place, a number of applications will be enabled that address many of the key challenges our customers are facing around transferring the data through wireless technologies to key stakeholders. Think about the time saving a grower will have if he could send real-time information to suppliers around planting, harvesting of the crop, and the logistics into store, and the traceability of that from paddock to plate. This will not only save them time, but having access to live information about their operation will enable them to realise bottom-line impacts to their operation through increased productivity and a reduction in costs. And as you can see by the example on the slide, technology will benefit everyone in the value chain, from seed merchants to the grower to the consumer and everyone in between. So in closing, at John Deere, we aim to address all stages of managing a farm business. Solutions will be integrated to aid in the crop planning, optimise the seed operation by placing the seed at the proper rate and at the proper depth, followed by crop care and nutrients and chemicals, and finishing with documenting the harvest operation, while also optimising the combine in the field to gain actionable information. So the result, the complete stages of managing the business. So I'll just finish up and show you some of the technology that's available today. It's not the best video, but you will see here, and if you pay particular attention to the operator of the tractor, he's not actually driving the tractor. The combine harvester has got control over the tractor, and typically you wouldn't harvest like that. It is fairly aggressive, just to show that we can basically run these from remote locations. Thank you.